Hello folks, and welcome to another edition of BC Renovation Magazine. So if you have been following us on our channel, you know that we are doing a complete renovation makeover to this single wide mobile home. And what we're doing right now is we're working on the roof. And our goal with these renovations to these little mobile homes is to make them look like little cottages and get away from that mobile home look. And there's lots of little things that we do, and we've shown you some of those already, the way we do our skirting and some of the trim that we're using. But a big thing that can really make a difference is doing a little bit of modification to the roof. So in this video I'm going to show you what we're doing. It's sort of in several stages here. We're a little bit more than halfway through this. I work on these by myself, and so I've been working on this roof, and so it takes it takes some time. And weather hasn't been great, and we've got a lot of things going on the project here. In between times on the roof, we've been here working, getting the HVAC system installed. We've got fiber optic being installed in the park, and so it's been really busy on the project here. So this home had no overhangs on it, basically, except for the very front, and that's a common thing that they do with these mobile homes, is to try and make them look more residential, is they'll put a little overhang on the front. My site is kind of a mess here. We've just been piling up garbage here, but you can see, like, across the street there, they do that little overhang on the front, but down the sides it's just kind of nothing there. So we had the same situation here. You can see up at the front there was an overhang at the front of the home, and you can see down along the side here there is nothing. So what we're doing is we're creating this overhang, and there's a couple reasons that we want to do that. One of them is the main objective here is to change the look of the home. By creating this overhang, it looks more like a house. So the way we've gone about that is we have kind of done this inside out. So the way we have to go about this is kind of like putting your socks on after you got your shoes on. So basically the gist of this was we did an overlay. We took all the old shingles off of the roof, and then we did an overlay on top of the old roof sheathing, and we used a 7/16 inch OSB, and then we let that hang over to the overhang that we wanted. And so in this case what we did was we followed the overhang on the front, which is a 14 inch. So it's kind of important when you're working on a building to get the proportions correct, and that's a big part of it. So you wouldn't want to put a 2-foot overhang on a small building like this. So once we had the sheeting on, and we'll take you around the other side here, but you can see there we've got, this side's all done. We've got the shingles on there. There's a drip edge there. A little detail that we like to do is these little winglets on our fascia boards, and what that does is the end of the fascia board comes down past the end of the eaves trough. So when you're looking at the home from the end, you don't see eave troughs, you see the fascia. So what happens then is, on this side, the new gutter will go on here, and it'll be tucked in by that little winglet there. So there's going to be, once we're done here, there's going to be a fascia gutter, a 6-inch fascia gutter going on the fascia here. So that's a combination of a fascia and a gutter, and you can see how we've framed this up in here. And so that framing is what supports that overhang. So, for you framers out there, it's a little bit unconventional, But and basically, you know, what we've done is created a little right angle triangle there. And it's very strong. I can go up and stand on the edge there and it does not move. It's very, quite strong. So you can see now here we're using a 5/4 by 8 fascia board. Again, we're using that, it's a Louisiana Pacific product called Smart Trim. And so that board is actually 1 inch thick up there by 7.5 is what its actual measurements are. And so that's an upgrade from the, you know, the old 1x6 that was on there. Again, just giving it more of a little upscale look. We'll be doing a similar thing on the windows here. And there you can see, so on this side I've got the OSB on, and you can see how I've just hung it over. And then what I'm going to do now is I'll start putting the that subfascia on, which is what you see there. That's the 2x4. Okay. And then, now today I'll be framing underneath here all those 2x4s that you saw on the other side that I just showed you, that will support that overhang. Alright, so I'll take you up on the roof and show you where we're at up there. Okay, so here we are up on the roof, and give you a look at it from up here. So this is the side here that is all done, and you can see this is the overhang down here. It's again, it's 14 inches over the side. You can see there's no funny bumps and stuff or anything like that going on. So this, you know, works out quite well. Now here we have a new roof vent. This is a plumbing vent. And over here we have a roof vent. We're going to have 5 of these across the top. And I'm going to get into the ventilation in another video. It's a very important topic. People, when they do renovations to these homes, sometimes they can mess up the ventilation and actually do a lot of damage, a lot of harm. What we have here, this is a bathroom fan vent. Well, here's the view from my office today. Weather is really hot. We're in the mid-30s Celsius, which is that's pretty close to 100. And it's a bit hazy today because of the heat, and also because of some wildfires that are burning just outside of the province. And it's the smoke is blowing into the valley here. So the way we kind of organized the job here was I wanted to do the back side of the roof here first, and the reason for that is because of the hot weather that we're having. I didn't want to be walking on the roof when it was finished. When it's hot weather, these shingles get soft and they can be damaged by walking on them. So you can see I'm, you know, kind of working from over here. That's where I come up, and so, you know, I'm staying on this side of the roof here where it's unfinished. Here's the new vent for the furnace, and you can see that's quite different than what was here before. So this is what's called a concentric chimney, and so it draws, it's a sealed system, and it draws air through the lower hood there, and then it exhausts out through the top. Here's a look at that little winglet from the top. So here you can see where it's not shingled here yet. Underneath this pile of material, you see this black material with the yellow stripe on it, and what that is an ice and water shield, and that it gives you some insurance against leaks on the roof due to ice damming and wind-driven water back up behind underneath the shingles. Our local codes are different everywhere you are, but the codes designate that we have to use a ice and water shield on any roof that is less than 412 pitch. And the pitch on this roof is 3.5 12, so we're required to use that membrane here. And this is the membrane here. It comes in these rolls, and so basically it's just it's a roll-on product, and the way it works is it has a peel and stick. So you peel this back, and then this is very, very sticky on the back here, and it sticks to the wood, and then you shingle on top of that. So the product we're using, I like to use the Owens Corning materials, and this particular shingle we're using here today is called Oak Ridge. The color is onyx black, and what it is an architectural style shingle, and it's a laminated shingle. So you get this kind of shading. It's kind of hard to see here. The sun is already shining pretty brightly here, but it gives you a roof that's got some texture to it. And so it's a quite more interesting looking roof than just the old 3-tab, which is what this roof originally had on it. Also, the fiberglass laminate shingle is a better shingle compared to the old just the straight asphalt 3-tab. These shingles also have a algicide in them. I believe it's a copper material that's mixed in with the shingle granules to help prevent algae and moss growing. If you remember, on the old roof there was a lot of algae on there. So this side here is this is what it looks like when it's all ready to go for the new shingles. So once I get the facias finished up, then I'll be putting the ice and water shield down on here, and then I'll start shingling. And there's what a plumbing vent looks like before you do anything to it. And over here we have another bathroom fan. So the plan is to do the other side of this up on the front corner there after I get done with this part, and then I'll come back to this center section. This is the section that's over the living room, and this is part of the little architectural feature. It gives us the vaulted ceiling on the inside, and it's going to have the overhang as well. But there's a look of new roof going on in process, and I just wanted to show you that. The way I've got my things organized up here, so as I'm stripping these old 3-tabs off, you can see the old gray 3-tab roof there, very worn out. I just bring my old shingles over to the edge here and toss them down into my little utility trailer, and off to the dump they go. So thanks for watching, folks. I want to show you something here. My neighbor has been working on a retaining wall. I think he got a bit inspired by the work we're doing over here, and you can see he's working on a nice retaining wall there. He's going to be doing his driveway. I think he's going to go with an asphalt driveway. So thanks for watching, folks. That's an update on where we're at with things on the project here. It's been really hard to get videos out. It's just been so busy, and the weather hasn't been cooperating with us to record, and just a lot going on. But we got a couple more videos in the works. We got an interesting one coming up on the new HVAC system, which is pretty much installed now. They had a problem with the control board, and so we're waiting for some parts before that actually gets up and running. And also want to do that one on the ventilation. That's going to be an important one to watch, because you can really mess things up if you don't do things properly with the ventilation. And if you haven't discovered our community page, take a look at our community page. Just go to the home page and click on the community tab. On the community page, we're doing posts on that page in between our videos, and so you get some in between video, behind the scenes type of thing, and it's kind of fun. And yeah, we've got something interesting going on over there, so go check that out. All right, folks, see you next time.